Hey guys, welcome to the video. I should say welcome to my car. I came out here to do the video real quick to get a little bit of quiet. It's very noisy in my house with 2 kids and a home renovation going on. But anyway, so this video is about your goals. If you have any sort of health, body transformation, body composition, fat loss, goals, anything in that area, then this video is for you. And I want to talk, about, it's going to be a little shaky because I'm holding it. I want to talk a little bit about college. Whether or not you went to college, I think that you will understand this comparison here. By the way, if we don't know each other, my name is Tara. I'm a registered nurse, a health coach, a nutritionist, and a personal trainer. So if you went to college, and if you didn't, then think about somebody else who did. And let's just say it was for 4 years. Then you showed up day after day and you studied for 4 years with no sign of the reward at the end. There was no little bits of light at the end of the tunnel, right? That was a long tunnel, 4 years before you would get a degree. You were not making money. It's not like, every month that passed, you made a little bit more money. There was no money made. You were just spending money and you were going to study for 4 years and you signed up for this so that at the end of the 4 years, you would have this degree, this piece of paper that would allow you to start looking for jobs in the field that you wanted to, right? It wasn't even a guarantee that you would end up with a job at the end. So for 4 years, you put in the work that you needed to put in. You showed up day after day. Maybe you didn't do as well as you could have. I don't know. But ultimately, if you graduated, you put in the work, you did the studying, and you knew that you were going to do all that work and get nothing for it that day. This was all going to be delayed gratification, but you still did it. So what if I told you that it was going to take 4 years for you to achieve your body goals, your health goals? I think you would agree, probably most people would agree that it's worth it, right? That our body and our health, by the way, I'm realizing that I might be squishing the speaker here. So if you could let me know if you can hear me, that would be awesome. I'm going to try to hold it up a little bit more. But what if I told you that for 4 years, you wouldn't see any sign of achieving your goals? I think we would agree that your health goals, your body goals are still worth it, right? Maybe even more worth it than that degree that you got at the end of the 4 years, right? But I'm not even saying that it's going to take 4 years for this to happen. In fact, my clients usually start to see and feel results week 2. And we don't even start to talk about the nitty-gritty nutrition details until week 9. And they don't even get their customized fitness plan until after 3 weeks. So how then am I saying that most clients start to see and feel results like week 2? There's a lot more to this stuff than just what you're eating and how you're moving your body. Of course, those things are really important, but if you're not doing the work that's going to make that stuff stick, then you're going to get the same results that you've got in the past, right? Which is where you start something new, you're all excited, you do it for a while, and then something happens and something trips you up and you weren't able to maintain it, or you weren't seeing results fast enough, so you get frustrated, right? I'm not saying not to care about your looks. That is ingrained within our DNA, right? Because if you think about it, our species is designed to survive long enough to reproduce, and then whatever happens, happens. But we're supposed to survive, reproduce, and then we can die. As long as we let the species continue on, that's really what's in our DNA, right? So looking good was important. We can imagine even back then. You'd want to fit in with the tribe because we're a very social species, right? So you want to fit in with the tribe so you don't get kicked out of the cave. And then you'd want to be desired by others so that you've got this greater chance of reproducing. So I'm not saying that we should try to fight the desire to want to look good. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having these aesthetic goals, but I am saying that we need to try to push those onto the back burner a little bit more. And the irony of it is that you have a much greater chance of achieving those aesthetic goals if that's not the thing that's top of mind. And why is that? the way that we show up with our exercise and our nutrition and all of these habits, and when that starts to show up on our bodies in terms of the way that we look, there's a big time lapse between those two things. There's a big gap there. So what you're doing today is not going to change the way that you look today, of course, right? So when we focus so much on the way that we look, we are doing things for that reason. When we don't see those results, we start to get frustrated and we start thinking, well, what I'm doing is not working because I'm doing X, Y, and Z to look differently. And I've been doing X, Y, and Z now for a few days, a few weeks, and I'm not looking any differently. So I'm just going to give up, right? And maybe those results that you wanted were just about to start showing up for you, but you gave up too soon, right? So it's like that college degree, you knew it was going to be 4 years. You still showed up day after day. But what if you showed up thinking, I'm going to do the work today and I want my degree tomorrow? And then you put in the work for a couple of days and you still didn't have your degree, and you'd say, well, forget this. I'm not going to keep putting in the work because I'm not going to get my degree, right? You already knew it was going to take you 4 years. I want you to go into this body transformation journey of yours, whatever it is that you're looking to optimize, and tell yourself it's going to be 4 years if you want to tell yourself that, or tell yourself it's going to be forever. Because if you're not waiting for those results to start showing up, you're going to stop looking for them. You're going to stop obsessing over whether they're here or not, and you're going to start to find the other reasons to do it. The results that my clients notice on like week 2 is their bloating goes down. They start to have more energy. They start to feel more confident because the little things that they told themselves that they were going to do, they did. They're showing up for themselves. When you start showing up for yourself, that's a habit. That becomes a habit. That's like a meta skill, a meta habit, because now you can start showing up for yourself in other areas too. You just get good at showing up for yourself. You get good at looking past the excuses and doing the things that you need to do regardless. So if you really want to make a change, here's how I know that you're really ready to make a change. You are going to do the same damn things today, tomorrow, the next day, 4 weeks from now, whether you start to see results or not. And if you need to tweak things along the way, of course, right? It'd be silly to do the same things and expect different results, right? Isn't that the definition of insanity? It's not that you can't tweak things along the way, but it's the idea that you're going to keep showing up with the same intention. So maybe you have, if we're working together, I give you certain customized portion sizes. And if weeks and months go by and you're not getting the results that you want to get, we will tweak those things, of course, right? But you're still going to have the same intention. You're still going to put the same consistency in with it, which, by the way, isn't 100%. You don't need to be 100% consistent, but you need to be at least 80% consistent, right? Who are we to say that we want results from a different lifestyle than we're ready to live? We can't look over here and cherry pick and say we want that person's results, but we are not willing to put in the work. We want that person's results, but we want to just let it show up tomorrow. Who are we to say that, right? If you're not willing to put in the work, if you're not willing to live the lifestyle that would get you the results that you want, you are not ready. It's silly, right? Why would we ever want anything that we're not willing to earn? I don't know about you. I don't want anything that I haven't earned myself. So when you start to put in the work today, tomorrow, the next day, for weeks to come, regardless of if results show up for you or not, the results will show up for you. That's really the secret. The secret is not needing those results. The secret is to be able to think about the immediate impacts you're having on your health, on your energy, on your moods, on your libido, on all those things happen much more immediately than all your fat loss goals happening at once. So once you can look for those little rewards along the way and hang your hat up on those, forget about those long-term fat loss goals. If you're moving in the direction you need to be, that's going to happen. But it's just a matter of whether you're going to be in the game long enough to see those results. And the only way that you can be in the game long enough to see those results is that you stay in the game day after day, no matter how you're feeling. You guys, this is period day 1 for me. It was my high intensity training day today, plus core. Was it the most natural thing to want to wake up super early in the morning before, everybody's up and about and sweat my butt off and jump around a ton and do my most intense workout of the week when my period just showed up? No, that wasn't the most natural thing for me to want to do. I'm not some sort of cyborg. I wanted to stay in bed just like the rest of you guys. But I got up, and guess what? I feel so much better that I did it. When you can start to eliminate some of those obstacles, stop looking at everything that comes up in your path as an excuse. Life throws curveballs at us, right? And when we can just move past them and find a different way and stay consistent, you will end up getting the results that you want. You showed up to college every day for 4 years to get that degree. I think you can show up every day for yourself, for your body, for your health. When those results come, that'll just be like the cherry on top. I know today's video is a little bit more ranty, something I'm really passionate about though. I see so many people acting like they want results that they're not willing to work for. And that gets me really fired up because I don't think that it's actually what they want. I think if we got results that we didn't work for, we wouldn't even appreciate that. And we sure as hell would not know how to keep it. If we didn't work hard for the thing that we ended up getting, for that body or for that level of health, we would not know how to keep it in our lives. So I am so happy that we have to work really hard to get where we want to go, because then once we're there, we know how to keep it. Hope you guys have an awesome Wednesday. I'm going to go inside my house now. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.